We are going to do a gentle yoga workout today and do a modification of a couple of Pilates exercises, and you'll see what I mean. We're going to take it down to our backs first, and we're going to do a reverse plank. So come down to your mat. You're going to pretend like you're holding up the floor with your hands in a plank position and your legs are extended, and you're going to take one arm and one leg and alternate. So you're just going to take the right arm and the left leg and move them together like this, like a little baby movement, and just holding that core, focusing on that core, just doing this movement. I think that was about 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bring them back in, and let's do the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees in for a little bit of a hug. So that was just a different spin on a plank. So you don't have to get down face forward. You could actually do them from a supine position too. All right, so let's come back into our extension, and we're just gonna do the leg. So it's gonna be like a leg pull front support. So you're still in your fake plank position, and you're just gonna kick one leg at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then bring your legs in for this reclined butterfly. And we're gonna try to hold some of the stretches for a little bit longer. So let's just hold this reclined butterfly. If you wanna put your feet to the floor, you can do that and shift your body. Try to make it a neutral spine instead of having an arch in your back. Tilt your pelvis. You can actually see how that happens. You tilt your pelvis and you've got a neutral spine, and put some pressure on the insides of your legs. And let's just hold here for 30 seconds. I'll count by 10s. That's 10. And 20. And 30. And carefully bring the legs together, extend one leg. Now take a single leg on top. This is going to be your single leg lotus. If your foot doesn't go on top of your leg, put it out to the side as if you're in a tree pose. So the tree pose will work, or the lotus, the single leg lotus. Single leg lotus, you're going to feel that deeper stretch, and your back's going to want to arch, but press it back into the mat. And you're just going to hold the stretch. If you need to hold your foot on top, you can, or just relax your hands. Let's hold this for 30 seconds. And that's 10. And 20. And 30. Now carefully release that leg and extend it. Then you're going to take your other leg. By the way, these are some new pants. My sister-in-law sent me a box full of clothes. So these are from Athleta. They're kind of like nice and baggy, high-waisted little baggy sweats, which I like. They're super comfy. Okay, so either you could do the tree pose or single leg lotus on this leg. I've shown you this one before. So the tree pose, it would be just parked to the inside of the leg or even down low, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Or you could do your single leg lotus, and we're just going to relax here. Take some deep breaths for 30 seconds. And that's 10. 20. And 30. Carefully release. If you wanted to do a double or just a regular lotus, see if you can bring both legs together so that you're in this position where they're both on top of your quads. See if you can do that and just hold for a couple of seconds. If the lotus is not working, just uncross the legs and just kind of hold your feet right here. So that's your option, is to either hold the feet underneath or cross them over the top of your quad for a lotus pose like that. All right, so I'm gonna hold them. I'm gonna bring my knees in close, and let's again hold this. It's a little bit of a yin yoga style session today. It's always good to take a stretch break. Let's hold this. And that's 30. Again, if you're doing the other way, just continue to hold, pull your legs in or pull your feet towards you so that you can get deeper into that stretch into the hips. And that's 20. And 30. Okay, carefully release the feet. Let's do a knee sway. So you're going to take both knees down to the right side and your upper body is going to face to the left. And windshield wipe. If you need to push down on your top hip, you can try that if it helps to deepen that stretch for you. Let's hold this for about 20 seconds. And 20. Carefully roll your legs up. And let's rotate them to the other side. And then you're going to look in the opposite direction and just hold this for 20 seconds. If you can hear the dog smacking in the background, he's itching his foot or scratching his foot for some reason. Oh, maybe an allergy. That's 10. And that is 20. Okay. Then put your knees together. See if you can grab your heels. And this is kind of the beginning of a hero pose. So if you're able to do this, you could almost go into that hero pose where you're sitting on your feet. If you're doing like this and you sit down between your knees and shift your calf muscles, if you have any, I don't have any, mine are tiny. Shift your calf muscles out of the way and let's lean back. So if that one doesn't work for you, do the one we were just doing where your knees are pressed together. So that would just look like this. Knees are pressed together and you're in a modified version of this same exercise. So you could do it that way, or you can come into your full hero, which requires a little bit of shifting your body around. And then you're gonna recline. You can take it down all the way if you want and take your hands behind your head. Let's see if we can hold this for 20 seconds. My foot's starting to get a cramp in it. Let's see if I can massage it out. And you can cross at your elbows like this. In the other pose, you could just rest on your elbows. This is 10. And 20. Now to come out of this pose, it's not that simple, but I'm grabbing onto my foot and I'm pushing up and carefully coming up, moving my legs out of the way. I'm going to go back down to my back and I'm going to do one of these leg stretches. So you can take a belt or some kind of strap that you might have, or you can use your finger, or you could just hold the inside of your leg. So extend one leg, take your other leg out. So if you can see, I'm extending the opposite leg and I'm holding it with my peace fingers and just opening that leg to get a deep stretch. Again, if you're not able to grab, just hook your arm into the inside of your leg. Do that, or use a strap. Any belt or strap or exercise band that you might have would work. And try to press on this other hip to make sure that it stays on the floor. And let's hold this for 20 seconds. That's 10. And 20. Carefully release the leg. Take that down carefully so you don't overstrain yourself. Now take the other leg again. You can hook on to the inside and see how far you can extend it, or take your big toe. You're going to have more flexibility in one leg versus the other. So my left leg is not as flexible as my right, so I might just push or let it rest on this chair next to me. You can do that. If you need somewhere to rest it, my muscles are sore a little bit. So just stretch it out. Maybe when my muscles aren't tight, I can go a little bit farther with this one. So again, resting it on a chair or a sofa is also an option, or using some kind of a prop to hold it. You hold that band and rest your elbow on the floor and just pull, and it gives you that good stretch. That was about 10 seconds. Let's go for 10 more. And carefully release. And again, let's do windshield wiper legs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to carefully roll up. So now we're doing a Pilates roll up. Hands are behind the head. You're going to press your body into the mat, only peeling up one vertebra at a time. So you're starting with your head, using your core. If you get the shakes, that's the strength of your core lifting you up. Good. All right. And give yourself plenty of room on your mat. So now, similar to the tree pose when we were reclining, we're going to take our arms and reach and do a seated forward fold. Again, we're just doing mostly stretches this class. So just forward fold your body. Try not to fold hunched over like this. Try to go straight out for that foot or some part of your leg, whatever you can grab onto. We're holding here for 20 seconds. That's 10. And 20. All right, so now from this position, we're going to incorporate a peaceful warrior into an extended side angle from a seated position. So if you are not able to do standing yoga poses, you can do these seated or with your legs extended. So let's go into our peaceful warrior. You're just pushing one hand back. And this is almost looking like a stargazer too. So pushing back, let's hold here for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully come up, bring both arms up, and now take the arm to the inside of your knee and keep the head in alignment with that arm, the top arm. This is your extended side angle variation on the floor. And then come back up. Let's do a couple of these. Just now we'll move it a little bit faster. So peaceful warrior to extended side angle. That's 1. Reaching back. 2. Reaching back. 3. Back to peaceful. 4. And back to extended. You could almost try, if you were able to keep your head inside that elbow, you could almost try to reach that foot, almost. Your arm would need to open up a little bit more. So that's a flexibility thing that I don't think I'm perfecting just yet. So let's switch the legs, and we're gonna do the same thing, forward folding from the opposite leg. First, let's take our body and just reach for some part of this leg. So whether you're grabbing the inside, like the calf muscle, or down below by your ankles, or even the foot, you're just reaching, 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 and stretching. And holding 10 more seconds. Carefully come up. Now let's go into our peaceful warrior. So peaceful warrior, just gonna reach back. Let's hold here. And then take it to extended side angle and hold in this position. And then let's go back a few times. Here we go, reaching back, peaceful to extended. That's 1, 2, reaching back, 3, and back, 4, and back for 5. And then again, you can see if you can touch that other foot, lift your head up. I'm just doing it for fun to see if I can reach. Carefully come up. Let me check the time. Wow, we are 17 minutes in. Let's see if we could do a pigeon stretch real quick, and then we will be done. So come onto your hands and knees and just take your left leg and bring it. You can point it downward, or you can point it 90-degree angle, whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm going to go downward so that I can roll over. So you can do like that, where you're kind of sitting on your foot. And let's tent the fingers and just go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you need to adjust your stretch so that you feel it deeper, you can move that foot closer to the hip area and just hold. Let's hold for 20 seconds. That's 20. See if you can catch your back foot, if you can, and pull it closer to your glute muscle. And then you can just hold this for just a few seconds. And then release. Let's go ahead and do a switcheroo, a real graceful switcheroo. So now you're in your, I'll turn and face this way. Now you're in your, I'll maybe turn more this way, your other pigeon. And you don't want to sit like this. You want to roll your hips forward so that you're centered. So you're either sitting on this foot, pointing it down, or getting it at a more of a 90-degree angle. And then let's tent the fingers and go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then push into that stretch. So now you're getting deeper into that glute muscle. Holding. And then reach for the back foot if you can. Pull it close and hold for another couple of seconds. And then release and rotate your body to the front so we can do a couple of finishing breathing exercises. Let's just do our hands up and around for 1, 2, 3. All right, and that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the yoga session. I like to mix it up.
And I hope you had a good workout for a mild and gentle workout. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.